Most people over 60 are walking around with kidneys that are quietly working harder than they should be, and they have no idea. Not because of disease, not because of anything dramatic, because of something completely overlooked in most routine checkups. I'm Dr. Eleanor Hayes, an internal medicine physician, and after 20 years of treating patients just like you, I've learned that the kidneys are the most underappreciated organs in the body. We talk endlessly about the heart, we talk about the brain, but the kidneys, they rarely get their moment until something goes wrong. Today, I want to change that before something goes wrong for you. And I'm going to share a simple, warm, golden drink that my patients have been using for years to support kidney health naturally. Something rooted in real science, something you can make in your own kitchen tonight. But first, I need to give you a framework that will change how you think about your kidneys forever. The framework, the filter burden concept, I call it the filter burden. Think of your kidneys the way you think of a water filter in your home. When it's new, it works effortlessly. Water flows through clean and clear, but over time, as it catches more debris, more sediment, more buildup, it works harder and harder to do the same job. Your kidneys are no different. After 60, research tells us that kidney filtration capacity naturally begins to decline, sometimes by as much as 1% per year after age 40. By the time you're 65, your kidneys may be filtering at only 75 to 80% of what they once were. That's not kidney disease. That's just aging. But here's the critical part, and this is what most people miss entirely. How you support your kidneys now determines how well they hold up for the next 20 years. This is the filter burden concept. The goal isn't to panic. The goal is to reduce the daily burden we place on our kidneys and give them the natural support they need to thrive. Keep that concept in mind. I'm going to come back to it with every single point today. Why your kidneys need more attention after 60. Here's something that surprises almost every patient I tell this to. Most people assume the kidneys only matter if you have kidney disease. If your labs look fine, your kidneys must be fine, right? Not exactly. What standard blood work often misses is the early decline. The slow, quiet shift that happens years before any number on a lab panel raises a flag. In my practice, I've seen patients with perfectly normal creatinine levels, that's the standard kidney marker, who are still experiencing fatigue, mild swelling in their ankles, and brain fog that they've simply accepted as getting older. When we dig deeper, we often find that the kidneys are managing, but only just. Here's what the science tells us. The kidneys filter about 200 liters of blood every single day. Every medication you take, every processed food you eat, every glass of alcohol, every environmental toxin you're exposed to, it all passes through those two small organs. After 60, with natural filtration declining, the filter burden increases. The kidneys aren't diseased, they're just tired. And the first step to supporting them is simply being aware. The golden drink, what it is and why it works now. Let's talk about this golden drink. It has 3 core ingredients. Each one has its own body of research behind it. And together, they form one of the most gentle, effective, kidney supportive drinks I've recommended in my career. This warm water, fresh lemon juice, and turmeric with a pinch of black pepper. Simple, accessible, and surprisingly powerful. Let me walk you through why each ingredient earns its place. Lemon juice is rich in citrate, a naturally occurring compound that research suggests may help inhibit the formation of certain kidney stones, particularly calcium oxalate stones, which are the most common type. A study published in the Journal of Urology found that lemon juice increased urinary citrate levels significantly, a protective factor for kidney health. Beyond stones, the mild acidity of lemon juice may also help support the kidney's natural acid-base balancing function. For someone over 60 whose kidneys are already managing a higher filter burden, this is meaningful support. Turmeric, the golden ingredient that gives this drink its name and color, contains an active compound called curcumin, and curcumin has been studied extensively for its anti-inflammatory properties. Now, why does inflammation matter for the kidneys? Chronic low-grade inflammation, something incredibly common after 60, is one of the primary contributors to gradual kidney function decline. Research published in journals including Phytotherapy Research suggests curcumin may help reduce markers of kidney inflammation and oxidative stress. It won't replace medical treatment, a daily supportive habit. The evidence is genuinely encouraging. And then there's black pepper, just a pinch. This isn't decoration. Black pepper contains a compound called piperine, which research shows can increase the absorption of curcumin by up to 2,000%. Without it, most of the turmeric passes through your system before your body can use it. Together, this trio, lemon, turmeric, and black pepper in warm water, creates a gentle daily habit that works with your kidneys, not against them. I typically suggest drinking it first thing in the morning, before coffee or food. Warm water on its own helps gently stimulate kidney function, and starting the day in a hydrated state matters more than most people realize. Hydration, the most underestimated kidney tool, stay with me, because this next one surprises almost every patient I bring it up with. When I ask my patients over 60 how much water they drink daily, the most common answer I hear is, I drink when I'm thirsty. And that is exactly the problem. Here's what changes after 60 that nobody tells you. Your thirst mechanism becomes less reliable with age. The neurological signals that tell you drink water become blunted. You genuinely feel less thirsty, even when your body is in mild dehydration. Mild chronic dehydration is one of the most consistent contributors to increased filter burden. When there isn't enough fluid moving through the kidneys, waste products become more concentrated. The kidneys have to work harder to dilute and excrete them. Over time, this wears on the delicate filtering structures inside the kidney called nephrons. Research suggests that adults over 60 who maintain adequate daily hydration, roughly 6 to 8 glasses of fluid, adjust up for body size and climate, show meaningfully better kidney function markers over time. The golden drink in today's video, it counts toward that daily fluid intake, and because it's warm and flavorful, it's far easier to make a consistent habit than plain water alone. Here's a practical tip I give my patients. Keep a glass of water on your nightstand. Drink it before your feet hit the floor in the morning. Then make your golden drink. You've already given your kidneys a running start before 9 a.m. Foods that quietly increase kidney burden, and the smarter swaps. Here's what most doctors don't have time to explain in a 15-minute appointment. Don't just filter toxins from medications or the environment. They filter everything that comes in through your diet and certain very common foods, foods most people over 60 eat regularly, believing they're healthy, quietly add to that filter burden every single day. The biggest offenders? Excess sodium. The average American over 60 consumes almost double the recommended daily sodium. Excess sodium forces the kidneys to retain water and work harder to maintain blood pressure balance. Over years, this contributes to what researchers call hyperfiltration, the kidneys working at unsustainably high capacity. Processed proteins. High protein diets are popular right now, and protein absolutely matters for muscle maintenance after 60. There's a difference between whole food proteins, eggs, fish, legumes, and highly processed protein products. Excess animal protein, particularly from processed sources, increases the kidney's acid load and metabolic demand. Phosphate additives. This one catches almost everyone off guard. Phosphate is added to dozens of processed and fast foods as a preservative. Unlike naturally occurring phosphate in whole foods, synthetic phosphate additives are absorbed at very high rates and must be cleared by the kidneys. Research links high synthetic phosphate intake with accelerated kidney aging. The smarter approach, and what I consistently recommend, is building a diet around whole, minimally processed foods, moderate sodium and adequate, but not excessive protein. Not a dramatic overhaul, just small, consistent shifts. And starting your morning with the golden drink, it's one of those small, consistent shifts that adds up meaningfully over time. I saved this one for here because almost no one connects these two things. And the research honestly is remarkable. Your kidneys don't rest at night, but they do repair at night. During deep sleep stages, your body activates cellular repair processes throughout nearly every organ, and the kidneys are no exception. Research published in the Journal of the American Society of Nephrology found that people who chronically sleep fewer than 6 hours per night show significantly faster rates of kidney function decline compared to those who sleep 7 to 8 hours. What happens physiologically? During sleep, blood pressure naturally drops, giving the kidneys a period of lower demand filtration. Hormones that regulate fluid balance and kidney repair are released primarily during deep sleep stages. Cortisol, the stress hormone that in excess creates inflammatory burden on the kidneys, is processed and regulated during adequate sleep. In my practice, I've seen patients who made almost no dietary changes but dramatically improved their sleep quality and came back with noticeably better kidney health markers 3 to 6 months later. The golden drink, interestingly, can play a small role here too. Turmeric has been studied for its potential effects on sleep quality, with some research suggesting curcumin may support serotonin and dopamine pathways involved in sleep regulation. A morning ritual that supports kidney health and potentially a better night's sleep. That's the kind of multi-layered benefit I love to share with my patients. Here's a genuinely important one, and I want you to write this down if you can. Most routine blood work checks creatinine and eGFR, the estimated glomerular filtration rate, as markers of kidney function, and those are valuable. There's one additional marker that I believe every adult over 60 should be asking about, and many physicians don't automatically include it. That marker is cystatin C. Cystatin C is a protein that offers a more sensitive early indicator of kidney filtration changes, particularly in older adults where creatinine levels can appear normal even as actual function quietly declines. Several large studies have found cystatin C to be a stronger predictor of kidney health outcomes in adults over 60 than creatinine alone. It's not an exotic test, it's widely available. It just isn't automatically ordered. The next time you're at your doctor's office for your annual labs, consider asking, can we check my cystatin C along with the standard kidney panel? That one question could give you a clearer, earlier picture of exactly where your kidneys stand and how much attention your filter burden actually needs. Before I close, I want to give you 3 specific questions to bring to your next appointment, because an informed patient gets better care every time. Is my eGFR trending in any direction over the last few years? And should we add cystatin C to my annual labs? Question 2. Are any of my current medications, prescription or over the counter, placing additional burden on my kidneys? Are there alternatives? Question 3. Given my age and health history, what's the most important lifestyle change I can make right now to protect my kidney function long term? Those 3 questions will open a conversation that most routine appointments never get to. And the answers could genuinely matter for the next decade of your health. Your kidneys have been quietly working for you every single day of your life. 2 small organs, each about the size of a fist, filtering your entire blood supply dozens of times each day, without complaint, without fanfare. After 60, they deserve your attention. The golden drink, warm water, fresh lemon juice, turmeric, and a pinch of black pepper, is not a cure. It's not a treatment. It's a simple, science-supported daily habit that reduces filter burden and gives your kidneys gentle, consistent support. Pair it with better hydration, thoughtful food choices, quality sleep, and the right conversations with your doctor. That's not a dramatic intervention. That's just aging well with intention. I'm Dr. Eleanor Hayes. If this video gave you something useful today, please consider subscribing. Every week I share research-backed health insights designed specifically for adults over 60, the kind of information that rarely fits into a 10-minute doctor's visit. Take care of yourself. You've earned it. This video is for educational purposes only and does not replace personalized medical advice from your own physician. Always consult your doctor before making changes to your diet, supplements, or health routine.